Hi students, we're going to work on organizing our interactive notebooks now for ELA class. We've already done a couple of very important things, so we're off to a good start. We've put our first and last name on the cover. You've put ELA class, Mrs. Duncan on there. Make sure you have your block. I'm not sure that I told you to do this the other day, so go ahead right now. If you did not label your block that you have ELA, please do that now. So if you have me for first block, put block 1 or block 2 or block 3 or block 4. Whenever you have me, make sure that is on the cover of your interactive notebook. We've already placed our green tape around the spine so that our notebook is really easy to tell that it's our ELA notebook. If there's a stack of notebooks on the floor, we can easily see, okay, there's the green tape, this is my ELA notebook. If they're in our locker and there's several of them stacked up, there's the green tape, I know this is my ELA notebook. Okay, so we've done that. We've also placed a very important document in the front of our ELA notebook, our syllabus. And you were supposed to have gotten that signed by your parents. I hope you did. So we're off to a really excellent start with getting our interactive notebook organized. It's very important to keep it organized and to follow my directions as to which section I tell you to put something in. It will make finding things a whole lot easier. If you know for sure which section something is in, you can turn straight to it and not have to turn every page in the interactive notebook to find it. So this will really help improve your speed on finding things in your notebook, and it will teach you some organizational skills as well, which is really awesome. Okay, you have a paper which lists our 3 categories that we're going to have for our interactive notebook. We are going to have a vocabulary section, a reading section, and a Jaguar jargon. What does that mean? Okay, jargon is a set of words that relates to one particular topic. For example, there's jargon that goes along with baseball, like RBIs, home run, base hit, things like strikeout, things like that. That all those words that are related basically just to baseball, okay? So we have some words and some things that we are going to do this year that are related just to us as North Johnson Middle School Jaguars. So from time to time, when you do certain things, we're going to tell you to put them in your JJ section. That's what we call it, Jaguar jargon, JJ for short. Alright? The top part of this paper is like a label for the front of your interactive notebook, but you really don't need that because, remember, you've already labeled it. So let's just go ahead, take our scissors, and let's just get rid of that. Let's just cut it right off the top, and then we're just going to throw it away because we don't need that anymore. Now I'm going to take my scissors and I'm going to cut right around this big border and get rid of the extra paper. Alright, so now this is what I have. No extra border, just my labels. Now I'm going to make 2 cuts. I'm going to cut a horizontal line here and a horizontal line here. So 2 cuts, that's it. We're not going to cut these little things over here. We're going to do 2 big long cuts. This one. Here's one. And here's our second cut. Okay? Now, the very first section of our interactive notebook is going to be our reading section. So, alright, here's our syllabus, remember? Okay, so we're going to turn the page. And this page right here is going to be where we label our reading section. So, we're going to take our label and we're going to put some glue on the back of where it lists the whole word reading. We're not going to put glue over here on the abbreviation tab. So back here on the part, you can see reading through it if you hold it up. We're going to put glue just on that section. I don't know if you can see, but I have glue just on that section. Now I'm going to take my tab and I'm going to place it at the top of the page, and I want to make sure that this line matches up with the side of my composition notebook. So this line right here is matching up with my composition notebook, the edge of it. Okay? Now you're like, that was kind of strange. What's up with this? Well, if we fold it on the line that is there in the middle, you will now see that we have a tab for reading. RDG is the abbreviation. Okay? So that if your interactive notebook is closed, you can say, oh, here's my reading section. If it's closed and you're seeing the back of it, oh, here's my reading section. It'll be super easy for you to locate things in your interactive notebook. Now we do have a problem. This is kind of floppy. Okay, so we're going to take some glue and we're going to glue right here, and we're going to let a little bit of the glue go over to the notebook paper to hold it down nice and secure. Okay. Alright, so as you can see now, we've got our tab. It's very secure. Now, we're ready to do a very important part. Some of your interactive notebooks have 100 pages, some have 80. You need to determine which you have. So somewhere on the front of your interactive notebook or the back, it will tell you. On mine, it says right here, 100 sheets. Okay? So you check yours out and see how many sheets you have. It's probably going to be 100 or 80. In a moment, if you have a 100-page interactive notebook, you're going to count to 40 with me and count 40 pages to make our reading section. If you have an 80-page interactive notebook, you're just going to count up to 35 with me. Okay? So, if you have a 100, we're going to count to 40 pages. We're going to count 40 pages. If you have an 80-page interactive notebook, we're going to count to 35. So let's go ahead and just turn our page. Okay? So here was our reading tab, and we just turned the page. Now we're going to count out 40 pages. Okay? We'll stop at 35 and let you folks who have the 80-page notebooks know to stop. Okay? And then for the rest of us, we'll keep going to 40. Okay, so we're counting to 40. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, and 40. Okay, now hold it here. Don't let it go closed. If it closes, you've got to recount. Oh, you know what? I forgot to stop off at 35. Oh my goodness. Well, that's okay. Well, you just count back 5. So if you have the 80-page notebook, just go back 5 pages. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So now you're on 35. If you have the 100-page though, make sure you stay right there at those 40 pages. Okay, I'm sorry I messed that up. Okay, so here we are. Don't let it close. Hold it open. Next section is going to be called vocabulary. Again, we're going to put glue on this end of the label, not down here. Okay, so I'm putting my glue on. Okay, I got my glue on. Now, go to this right-hand side page, and I'm going to come down a little bit further this time than I did last time. Okay, I glued that down right there, and now I'm going to fold so that I can have my label. Okay, and remember it's floppy, so we need to put some glue. So I'm going to put my glue right there to get that to press down nice and flat and secure. Okay, so now we can see our tab for our reading and our tab for our vocabulary. Alright, and even if it's to the back, we can see both sections. Alright, here we go. We've got to do that 40 pages if you have a 100-page notebook, 35 pages if you have an 80-page notebook. We're going to do the same thing one more time, okay? So, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. That's where you stop if you have an 80-page interactive notebook. If you have a 100-page, you've got 5 more pages to go. 36, 37, 38, 39, and 40. Okay? Look, we don't have very much left at the back. That's because the JJ section is quite small. We don't need as much space for it. We will need it occasionally, but not quite as much as reading and vocabulary. Again, we're going to put our glue on the end that has the long word, Jaguar jargon, not the abbreviation end. Okay, so I'm putting glue on the big end that says Jaguar jargon. Okay, now remember, I'm going to come a little bit lower on the page this time too. Maybe to about right there. Okay, and again, remember, we want to line up. There we go. We want to get this line lined up with the edge of our interactive notebook. Now we want to fold the tab down that line, okay? Just like that. And remember, it's floppy, so we have to fix it, right? So we turn it over, put a little bit of glue on the tab, put it just a dab of glue right on the very edge of your notebook paper, and then now it is very secure. It's not flapping around anymore. Now, from the front of your interactive notebook, you can see all 3 sections, and even if it's laying face down, you can still see all 3 sections. Okay? So now you have a very organized interactive notebook ready for you to have a very successful year in 6th grade ELA. Thank you very much for putting your notebook together. I appreciate it, and I'll see you next time.